Welcome to Fluent English Daily, the professional way to master the English.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Fluent English Daily. I am Emily.
And I am John. Hello, everyone. It is such a calm and beautiful day to learn together.
It really is. You know, John, yesterday I was watching a movie, and when it stopped, I asked myself a question. Did the movie finish or did the movie end?
I see. That is a very tricky one.
It is. We use these words every day, but sometimes it is hard to choose the right one.
Right. Many learners make common English verb mistakes with this. So today is special. We are talking about the finish versus end difference.
Yes, we want you to feel safe and confident using finish or end in daily English.
Exactly. No stress, just a nice chat. Let's begin.
It really is, John. I love these quiet mornings. The sun is shining and the coffee is warm.
Yes, it is perfect. Actually, Emily, I just finished my coffee. It was delicious.
Oh, you finished it already? You drink that very fast.
Yes, I was thirsty. But wait, Emily, did I say that right?
Say what right?
I said I finished my coffee. Could I say I ended my coffee?
That is a very interesting question. It sounds a little strange to say I ended my coffee. It is not natural.
Really? Why? They mean the same thing, right? To stop?
Well, they are very similar, but they are different. This is actually our big topic for today. We are talking about finish versus end.
I see. This is a perfect time to talk about it. The finish versus end difference. I know many students worry about this.
Exactly. It is one of those common English verb mistakes. But don't worry, we will make it very simple today.
Great, I am ready. So why was my coffee sentence wrong?
Think about your coffee, John. Did you drink the whole cup?
Yes, every drop.
So you completed the action. You did the task until it was done. When we complete a task or an activity, we usually use finish.
I see. So because I drank it all, I finished it.
Yes. Think about other tasks. Do you end your homework or do you finish your homework?
I finish my homework because I do all of it. I complete it.
Perfect. Exactly right. Finish feels like an achievement. You did it.
Right, like at work, I finish my report. I finish my project.
Yes. Now let's look at end.
Okay, what about end?
End is more about stopping. It is about a boundary or a limit. It's when something stops happening.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Think about a movie. When you watch a movie and the story stops, the movie ends.
The movie ends. Okay.
Yes. Or think about a road. You are driving and then the road stops. The road ends.
I see. I cannot say the road finishes.
No, you cannot. If you say the road finishes, it sounds like the road was working on a project.
That is funny. Roads do not work.
Exactly. So end is often for things that just stop, or for time.
Time? Like months and years?
Yes, we say the year ends in December. We do not say the year finishes in December.
Wow, that is very clear. So finish versus end is about completing a task versus something stopping.
That is a great summary, John.
But Emily, sometimes it is confusing.
Of course. Let's look at finish or end in daily English situations. Sometimes you can use both, but the meaning changes slightly.
Oh, really? Both? Can you give me an example?
Let's talk about a meeting at work.
Okay, I have many meetings.
If you say, we finished the meeting, what does that feel like?
We finished the meeting. It feels like we did everything. We talked about all the topics. We completed our work.
Yes, exactly. You completed the agenda. Now, what if you say, the meeting ended at 2 p.m.?
The meeting ended at 2 p.m. That sounds like just the time. The clock hit 2 p.m. and we stopped.
Correct. Maybe you finished the work, maybe you didn't, but the event stopped. It ended.
Wow, that is a small difference, but it is important.
It is. Using the wrong one is one of those common English conversation mistakes that can confuse people just a little.
I want to try another example. Let me think. What about a party?
Good one. Tell me about the party.
Okay, can I say the party finished?
You can, but it's less common. Usually for events like parties or concerts, we prefer end.
So the party ended late at night.
Yes, that sounds very natural. The concert ended. The game ended.
But if I play a video game,
Aha, good question. If you play a game and you beat the final level, you win the game.
I finished the game.
Yes. If your mom turns off the TV in the middle of the game,
Then the game ended.
because she stopped it, she ended it.
Exactly. Do you feel the difference? Finish is about doing something. End is about stopping something.
I really feel it now. It's much clearer. Let's practice a little more with daily habits. Think about eating dinner.
Okay, I'm eating dinner.
When your plate is empty, what do you say?
I say I finished dinner.
Perfect. And what if you're reading a book?
If I read the last page, I say I finished the book.
Yes. Now imagine a relationship, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. They stop seeing each other.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad. Do they finish the relationship?
That sounds like a job. I finished the relationship. Now, that sounds cold.
You are very good at this, John. Yes, it sounds too practical. We usually say the relationship ended.
Right, it just stopped. It came to an end.
Beautiful phrase. Came to an end. We use end as a noun there.
Ah, yes, we can use end as a noun. The end of the movie, the end of the road.
Correct. But in normal conversation, we rarely use finish as a noun in that way.
We don't say the finish of the movie.
We say the finish line in a race, right?
Yes, that is a special case. Sports, the finish line. But in normal conversation, end is the common noun.
I see. Okay, Emily, I have a tricky one for you. Oh, I am ready. Try me.
What about school? Do I finish school or end school?
Oh, that is a great question. It depends on what you mean.
Explain, please.
If you mean you graduated, you did all the classes, you got your diploma, you say, I finished school.
Because I completed the task.
Yes, but if you mean the school day is over, like at 3 p.m.,
Then school ends at 3 p.m.
look at you. You are a master of finish versus end now.
Thank you, Emily. It's logic. It makes sense.
It really does. English can be logical sometimes.
So, let me review. If I do work, I finish it.
Right.
If something just stops, like rain or a movie or time, it ends.
Perfect. The rain ended, the movie ended.
And if I focus on completing a goal, I use finish.
Yes, you finish a race, you finish a puzzle.
But if I talk about the boundary or the limit, I use end.
The end of the street, the end of the book.
Wait, the end of the book? But I finished the book.
Yes, you finished reading the book, but the story has an end. The last page is the end.
Ah, I see the difference. My action is finish. The object state is end.
Wow, John, that is a brilliant way to say it. Your action is to finish. The object's state is the end.
I am feeling very confident now.
I am so glad. These small differences make your English sound so much more natural.
Yes, it stops me from making those common English verb mistakes.
Exactly. And remember, friends, listening, it's okay to make mistakes. If you say, the movie finished, people will understand you.
Yes, it is not a terrible mistake, but the movie ended is better.
Precisely. We want you to feel comfortable and natural.
So, Emily, have we finished our conversation for today?
Oh, very clever use of the word. We have almost finished. We just have a little bit more to say.
Good. I don't want it to end yet.
You're doing it perfectly. I don't want it to end. That is the perfect use of end. You are talking about the event stopping.
It feels good to use the right words.
It does. It gives you power.
So, what should our listeners do now? How can they practice finish versus end?
Well, I want everyone to look at their day today.
Okay, look at the day.
Yes, notice when you complete a task. Did you wash the dishes? Say, I finished the dishes.
And notice when things stop.
Yes, did the rain stop? Say, the rain ended. Did the song stop? Say, the song ended.
Simple practice. Just narrate your life.
Exactly. Talk to yourself. It's the best way to learn.
I will do that. I will say I finished my coffee again, because I really did finish it.
Maybe you need another cup.
Maybe later.
Before we go, friends, try to write one sentence in your notebook, one with finish and one with end.
That's a good homework. Or is it a good ending?
It is a good way to finish your study time.
Okay, I got it.
We are so happy you joined us for this chat. It's always lovely to spend time with you.
Yes, thank you for listening. We hope this helps you
It really is, John. I love these quiet mornings. The sun is shining and the coffee is warm.
Yes, it is perfect. Actually, Emily, I just finished my coffee. It was delicious.
Oh, that is perfect timing, John. You just used our main topic for today.
Really? What did I say?
You said, I finished my coffee. You naturally chose the right word. This brings us to our big topic today, finish versus end.
Ah, I did not even notice. I just spoke. But you are right. I did not say I ended my coffee. That sounds strange.
It does sound a little strange, like the coffee had a tragic story. But John, this is a very common problem. Many students struggle with the finish versus end difference. It can feel very confusing.
I understand that. English has so many similar words. Sometimes when I learn a new rule, I feel a little heavy in my chest, like I might make a mistake.
I see. That is a very normal feeling, John. Learning finish or end in daily English is not just about grammar, it's about confidence. Do you worry about making mistakes?
Honestly, yes. Sometimes I pause for too long because I'm thinking, is it finish? Is it end? I don't want to make English conversation mistakes in front of my friends.
Oh, John, thank you for sharing that. It is okay to be afraid. But remember, communication is about connection, not perfection.
Connection, not perfection. I like that. So if I use the wrong word, people will still understand me?
Absolutely. If you say the movie finished or the movie ended, the meaning is very close. We understand you. You're safe.
That makes me feel better. It takes the pressure off. So why did I say finished my coffee?
Think about the feeling. You drank it. You completed the action. You did the work of drinking it.
Aha. So finish is for when I do something, when I complete a task.
Exactly. It is active. You finish your homework. You finish your job for the day. You finish a race. It feels like an achievement.
Achievement. I like that word. So finish has a good feeling, a feeling of done.
Yes, but end, how does end feel to you, John?
Let me think. The road ends. The summer ends. It feels like a stop, like I cannot go further.
Wow, that is a beautiful description. Yes, end is often about the limit or the stopping point. You do not finish a road because you didn't build it or eat it. The road just stops existing there.
I certainly cannot eat a road. Okay, I see the difference. Finish is my action. End is the stop point.
That's a great start. But John, even knowing this, do you still feel nervous using them?
A little bit, because sometimes real life is messy. What about a conversation? Do we finish it or end it?
That's a tricky one, and it's one of those common English verb mistakes people worry about. If you say, we finished the conversation, it sounds like we discussed everything we needed to. We completed our goal.
I see, like a checklist.
Yes, but if you say the conversation ended, it just means we stopped talking. Maybe the phone battery died, maybe we got tired.
Oh, that's a big difference in feeling.
Right? One feels satisfied, the other just feels over.
Over. That's a sad word sometimes. So language really is about emotions, isn't it?
It is. It's about how you view the situation. Are you proud of completing it, or are you just observing that it stopped?
This is very helpful, Emily. I feel less like I'm taking a test and more like I'm painting a picture.
Painting a picture? John, that's lovely. Yes, you are choosing the color of your sentence.
So if I'm cooking dinner, I finish cooking.
Yes, you did the work. The meal is ready.
But the day ends.
Exactly. You cannot finish the day because you can't control time. The sun goes down, the day ends naturally.
Wow, it's becoming clearer. But Emily, what if I slip? What if I say I ended my homework?
Then you ended it. Maybe you threw it in the trash.
No, I need to do my homework.
But seriously, John, if you say that, I might pause for a second, but I'll know what you mean. Please, do not let the fear of English conversation mistakes stop your voice. We want to hear you.
You are very encouraging. I think many of our listeners need to hear that too. It's hard to learn a language as an adult. We want to be smart. We don't want to sound like children.
I know, it's vulnerable, but being vulnerable is brave. Every time you try to use finish versus end, you're being brave.
Being brave. I will remember that. So, finishing a task is an action I own. Ending is something that happens.
Generally, yes. There are always exceptions in English, but that's a wonderful rule for your heart. Does that feel manageable?
Yes, it feels safe. I can try that.
Good. And remember, we're just friends chatting here. There's no grade.
That's the best part. Okay, Emily, I think I understand the feeling now, but maybe we can practice with some specific activities, like things we do at work or at home.
That's a great idea. Let's make it practical. We can talk about meetings, movies, and maybe even relationships.
Oh, relationships. That sounds interesting, and maybe a little emotional.
Maybe. Let's explore those examples in the next part. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
That sound of the empty cup, it means a moment of peace, doesn't it?
It really does. It is empty now. So, Emily, this brings us to our topic today. I just put down my cup. Did I finish my coffee or did I end my coffee?
Oh, that is such a good question, John. It is the perfect time to talk about the finish versus end difference. It is a very small difference, but it is important for sounding natural.
Exactly. I hear students ask about this often. It's one of those common English verb mistakes. So tell me, Emily, did I end my coffee?
No, you finished your coffee.
Aha, because I drank it all.
Yes, exactly. Let's look at the word finish first. We use finish when we talk about completing a task. It's about doing something until it's done.
Right. Drinking coffee is a task or an action.
Yes, it is an action. You started drinking, and then you completed drinking. You achieved the goal, so you finished it.
I see. That makes sense. Like homework.
Exactly, like homework. You do the work, and then you stop because it's complete. You say, I finished my homework.
Okay. What if I say I ended my homework?
If you say that, it sounds a little strange. It sounds like you stopped doing it, but maybe you did not complete it.
Oh, that is a big difference. So finish means I did everything I needed to do.
Yes, think of finish as reaching the goal.
Okay, I like that, reaching the goal. So what about end? When do we use that?
End is more about something stopping. It's about the point where something stops existing or stops happening. It's often used for things that have a specific time limit.
A time limit. Can you give me an example?
Sure, think about a movie. When you watch a movie, the story has a beginning, a middle, and a stop point. When the screen goes black, the movie ends.
Right. I cannot control the movie. It just stops.
Exactly. We often use end for things we do not control personally. The month ends, the year ends, the concert ends.
I see. I don't finish the year just ends naturally.
Correct. If you say, I finished the year, it sounds like you did a specific job for 1 year and you completed it. But if you talk about time passing, the year just ends.
This is very helpful. I think this helps with finish or end in daily English. We need to think, am I doing the action or is the event just stopping?
That is a great way to think about it, John. Let's try a tricky one. What about a conversation?
A conversation. Well, if we stop talking, did we finish it or end it?
This is where context is important. If we had a meeting with a goal and we discussed everything on our list, we finished the meeting.
Because we completed our tasks.
Yes, but if the fire alarm rings and we have to run outside,
Then the meeting ended.
yes, it ended abruptly. It stopped, but maybe we didn't finish our discussion.
Wow, that is a very clear example. So finish feels satisfying. It feels like, good job, I'm done.
Yes, and end feels final. It just stops. This is why confusing them is one of the big English conversation mistakes we hear.
I have another question. What about books?
Oh, I love books. Go ahead.
If I read a book, do I finish the book or does the book end?
Oh, Wormley. Both can be true, but the meaning changes.
How does it change?
You, John, are the reader. You're doing the action of reading, so you finish the book. You read the last page. You completed the activity.
Okay, I finish the book.
But the story inside the book, the story ends. Maybe it ends happily. Maybe it ends sadly.
Ah, I see. The story is the thing. I am the person. I finish. The story ends.
Perfectly said. That's a great rule to remember for our listeners. People usually finish tasks. Things usually end.
People finish. Things end. That is simple. I like simple rules.
Me too. It makes finish versus end much easier to understand.
Emily, what about the word school?
Oh, good one.
School finishes at 3 p.m. or school ends at 3 p.m.?
In this case, both are actually okay in daily English, but school ends is very common because it refers to the time period. The school day stops.
Right, but if I'm a student and I do my final exam,
Then you finished school. You completed your education.
it's all about the feeling, isn't it? Completion versus stopping.
It really is. I hope this helps our friends listening. It's okay to make mistakes, but knowing this difference makes your English sound so much smoother.
Definitely. So, listeners, try to notice this today. When do you finish something, and when does something end?
Just pay attention to your day. Did you finish your breakfast? Did the rain end?
I hope the rain ends soon. I want to go for a walk later.
Me too, John. Me too.
Well, I think we've covered the definitions well.
I think so too. We've looked at the meanings and the feelings of these words.
Shall we practice with some real-life situations now? Maybe put these words into full sentences?
That sounds like a lovely idea. Let's move on to some gentle practice together. Yes, exactly, John. It brings us to the most important part of our day, the practice. We have talked about the meanings, but now we must feel the words.
You are right, Emily. Listening is good, but speaking makes it real. I am ready to practice.
Wonderful. Let's do a shadowing exercise. This is a very calm way to learn. I will say a simple sentence. Then you, John, and our listeners will repeat it.
I like this. No pressure. Just repeating.
Exactly. Just simple practice to understand the finish versus end difference. Let's start with our first word, finish.
Okay, I am listening.
Listen carefully. I finished my work.
I finished my work.
Very good. Listeners, try it with us. I finished my work.
Gently. I finished my work.
Perfect. Here we use finish because we completed a task. The work is done. It is complete.
I see. So if I have a book and I read the last page,
Yes?
I say I finished the book.
Yes, that is perfect. You completed the activity of reading. Let's practice that one.
Okay.
Slowly. I finished the book.
I finished the book.
One more time, very clearly. I finished the book.
I finished the book.
Do you feel the sense of achievement, John? You did something. You finished it.
Yes, I feel it. It feels good. It feels like success.
It is success. Now let's look at the other side. Let's look at end.
Ah, yes. Finish versus end. This is where it gets tricky.
It can be tricky, but we will make it simple. End is about stopping. It is about a point in time.
Like a limit?
Exactly, like a limit or a boundary. Let's try this sentence. Listen first.
Okay.
Slowly. The movie ended.
The movie ended.
Notice we don't say the movie finished usually. We say ended because the story stopped. The time ran out.
That is interesting. The movie ended. It just stopped.
Right. Let's try it again. Listeners, breathe in and speak. The movie ended.
The movie ended.
Good. Let's try another one for end. Think about a road.
A road?
Yes. Imagine you are driving. The road stops at a wall.
Oh, I see.
Slowly. The road ends here.
The road ends here.
Again. The road ends here.
The road ends here.
Beautiful. Here, you cannot finish a road. You did not make the road. The road just stops. It ends.
Wow, that makes sense. It's a physical stop.
Exactly. This is a key part of avoiding common English verb mistakes. Finish is for tasks. End is for stopping.
I think I am getting it. Can we mix them to compare?
That is a great idea, John. Let's compare finish or end in daily English side by side.
Okay, I am ready.
Sentence 1. The meeting ended.
The meeting ended.
Sentence 2. I finished my speech.
I finished my speech.
Do you see the difference?
Let me think. The meeting ended means the time was over. Everyone left.
Yes?
And I finished my speech means I completed my task of talking.
Exactly, John. You have it.
Wow, it feels so clear now.
It is clear. It just takes practice. Let's do a few more. These are English conversation mistakes that many people make, so let's take our time.
No rush, we have plenty of time.
Good. How about a party?
A party, okay.
If the party stops because it is very late, what do we say?
It stops, so the party ended.
Yes, let's say it together. The party ended.
The party ended.
The party ended.
But, Emily,
Yes, John?
what if I eat all the cake at the party?
Oh, John, you and cake. If you eat it all, you completed the task of eating.
So, I finished the cake?
Perfect. I finished the cake.
I finished the cake.
Listeners, did you hear that? The party ended. It stopped. John finished the cake. He completed eating.
I certainly did. It was delicious.
I'm sure it was. Let's try a harder one. Relationships.
Oh, that is serious.
It is, but we use these words often. If a relationship stops,
It's sad.
it is sad. We usually say it ended.
Right. Their relationship ended.
Repeat that. Their relationship ended.
Their relationship ended.
We do not usually say they finished their relationship. That sounds like a job or a chore.
Ah, I see. If I say I finished the relationship, it sounds like I was working on it, like homework.
Exactly. That sounds very cold, doesn't it?
Yes, it sounds very unromantic. It ended is much more natural.
See, this is why context matters.
This is very helpful. It's not just about grammar, it's about feeling.
Precisely. It's about the feeling of the words. Let's take a deep breath, John.
Yes, good.
Let's do a quick review round. I will say a word, you make a short sentence.
Okay, a challenge. I like it.
The word is breakfast.
Eating breakfast is a task, so I finished my breakfast.
Excellent. Next word, the concert.
A concert is an event. It stops, so the concert ended late.
Wonderful. Next word, homework.
Homework is definitely a task. She finished her homework.
Perfect. Last one, the month.
Time. Time just passes or stops. The month ended.
Werner, you are doing amazing.
Thank you, Emily. It's easier when we break it down like this.
It is. And for our listeners, remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
Yes, don't worry about perfection. Just try to feel the difference.
Let's do one long sentence to practice flow. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Listen carefully. I finished my work before the day ended.
Oh, that uses both.
Yes, it uses both. Listen again. I finished my work before the day ended.
Slowly. I finished my work before the day ended.
Beautiful. Listeners, your turn. I finished my work before the day ended.
I finished my work before the day ended.
You see, you completed your task, finished work, before the time stopped, day ended.
That is a very sophisticated sentence, Emily, but it feels simple now.
That's the goal. Simple, clear, and calm.
I feel very calm about these words now.
I'm glad. We have practiced a lot today. We have looked at many examples.
Yes, from coffee to movies to roads and relationships.
And we did it together. That's the best way.
Definitely. Practicing together makes it stick.
Now that we have practiced the speaking, I want to talk about one more small detail, a special situation.
A special situation? What is that?
It's about sports and races. It's a little different.
Oh, interesting. I love sports.
That practice felt really good, didn't it? It helps so much to say the words out loud.
It really does. Speaking helps you avoid those common English verb mistakes. We want you to feel safe and confident when you speak.
Exactly. So let's move to our special moment together. It is time for the question of the day.
Oh, I love this part. It connects us with everyone listening. What is the question for today, Emily?
Okay, I want everyone to think about their day or their week. Here is the question. What is one thing you finished doing or one thing that ended recently?
That is a great question. It uses both words. You can choose finish or end.
Yes, to help you, let's give 5 simple example answers. We will show you how to use finish or end in daily English. John, would you like to start?
I would love to. Okay, answer number 1. I finished reading a really long book yesterday.
That is a good one. You completed the reading. Here is answer number 2. The concert ended very late last night.
Aha, that is about the event stopping. Good. Answer number 3. I finished cleaning my kitchen this morning.
That feels good to say. Here is answer number 4. The rainy weather ended 2 days ago.
Right, it stopped naturally. And finally, answer number 5. I finished my project at work.
Perfect. Do you see the difference? You finish the project, but the weather ends.
So, listeners, now it is your turn. Please answer the question. You can say it out loud right now or write it down in a notebook.
We really want to hear from you. Practicing your own sentences is the best way to learn.
Take a moment to think. There's no rush. Just breathe and find your answer.
Hold that answer in your mind. We are almost done for today, but we have one last special thought to share with you before we go. John, I think we have had a really wonderful time today. It feels good to understand these words better. We learned so much about when to use finish and when to use end.
We really did. It is a small difference, right? But understanding the finish versus end difference helps us feel calm and confident. It helps us sound more natural.
Exactly. Remember, friends, learning English is a long, beautiful journey. It does not end quickly, but every single day you finish a small step. Be proud of that.
I like that, Emily. A small step every day. Please do not worry about being perfect. Just enjoy the conversation and the connection.
Thank you for joining us on this quiet morning. We hope you feel peaceful and ready for your day.
Yes, take care of yourself. We will see you next time for more gentle learning. Softly. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.